today's society, they canceling people with the freedom of speech thing, which is crazy as hell.
I'm going to show you Jimmy Kimmel's full comments on Charlie Kirk that got his show taken down by ABC and by Trump indefinitely, and you tell me if you think they're just so disgusting that it had to happen. Take a look.
We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it. In between the finger pointing, there was grieving. On Friday, the White House flew the flags at half staff, which got some criticism. But on a human level, you can see how hard the president is taking this.
My condolences on the loss of your friend Charlie Kirk. May I ask, sir, personally, how are you holding up over the last day and a half, sir?
I think very good. And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks? They've just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House.
What?
Which is something they've been trying to get, as you know, for about 150 years. And it's going to be a beauty.
Yes. He's at the fourth stage of grief, construction.
Yeah. That's all he said. Incredibly mild comments. He didn't make fun of Charlie Kirk's passing. He was more so making fun of Donald Trump. And by the way, he's a comedian doing a monologue on a late night show. What happened to all the MAGA Republicans who said bring comedy back? Donald Trump and his FCC told ABC to cancel Jimmy Kimmel's show or else face consequences, and they did it. This is what we call attacking freedom of speech.
Attacking freedom of speech. He was just doing a monologue. That's it. What's wrong with that? Let's continue.
So let's see. He didn't end the Ukraine war or solve Gaza within his first week, but he did end freedom of speech within his first year.
That's crazy.
This is a very dangerous and scary moment for America.
We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it. In between the finger pointing, there was grieving. On Friday, the White House flew the flags at half staff, which got some criticism. But on a human level, you can see how hard the president is taking this.
My condolences on the loss of your friend Charlie.
And as you can see, he said, you can see how hard the president is taking it. So, wow, that's just crazy how they took him off air for saying that. So it ain't no freedom of speech in what he said. He making it seem like he was mocking this man's death or something, and he wasn't. I better hold y'all helmets tight and tighten up. The next segment, y'all guys really out here doing pranks, proposing to studs. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna go bad. It's gonna go bad. Now, don't get me wrong, to each his own. Everybody do whatever they do. You live your life how you live your life. But stop giving these guys the idea to walk up on us like that and think that it ain't gonna be no repercussions. Let's check this out.
Go first, I'll let you go second.
No, ma, I changed my mind.
Take me through there, take me through there.
What's going on, everybody? You know who it is, the official JJ, aka the Stud Slayer. Show him what's over there, kicking it by herself.
Calling himself a stud slayer.
Or should I say him, her? Him, her over there kicking it by herself. We've been looking today, searching for a couple minutes. We found one. So I'm about to go over there and hop down. This ain't no catfish shit today. I'm about to just go try to hop down, see if I can bring her back to life. Let's do it. What's good? How you doing? How you doing? What's going on? I just wanted to come over here and let you know you real handsome, beautiful. I know you, you know what I'm saying? I know handsome. You probably, I see you looking confused as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I know you're probably not interested in dudes, I get it. But I wanted to see if, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you could allow me to join you, you know what I'm saying?
You trying to propose?
I mean, something like that. Something like that, what we talking about?
Make you a proposition.
A proposition?
Yeah.
What you mean?
And if that ring fit, You can have it your way.
Fuck you mean?
But if it don't fit, I can have it my way.
You see, he got confused there. You see what I'm saying? He got confused. Don't fucking give out shit that you can't receive back, player. Yeah, she caught you off guard, huh? You thought it was gonna be easy. Nah, nigga. Nah. Let's finish watching this clip and see what's gonna happen, what the outcome gonna be. What he gonna do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, you in the kitchen, you stood in the kitchen, and the kitchen getting hot. If it's too hot for you, get your ass out of there. This is news you could use.
All right, now. So you gonna give me a chance? That's what you saying?
I ain't never hit no little fine shit like you before. I ain't never had a man in my life.
What you mean you ain't never hit? Nah, see, you know what?
Manipulation at its finest. Hey, us studs, we up 1,000,000 points on that one. News you could use.
I'm just gonna go ahead.
Baby, let's sit down.
What you mean, sit down?
Just give me a second, baby.
What you mean, give you a
Sit down
second?
for a second.
Nah, this was supposed to be a joke. You look over there.
Look, homie had to rethink life even though it's a joke. Nah, player. You made your bed, you gotta lay in it. Don't get to pranking and talking about, yeah, I'm gonna propose and all this other shit, right? Then you get over there, and then you didn't think that she was gonna come at you like that. She's like, no, I give you a proposition. And he like, he thinking it's a good proposition on his behalf. Nah. This was gonna happen. I get to hit first. She had player rethinking the whole level of this prank that he done did. Let's finish.
I don't want to look over there.
What you got in that bag?
Everybody know what's in the book bag.
What you mean? Bro, you
let me go first, I'll let you go second.
No.
You worried about what's in the bag. You already know that we walk around with the bag, or it might be a suitcase. You never know. You don't know which strap in there. Just know that it's there. And it ain't just one strap. It's the other one, and it's the other one. Y'all can figure that part out on your own. I ain't saying nothing about that. But yeah, she was gonna get you. She was gonna get you. She go first. You ain't like that idea, did you? You ain't like that idea. I bet you next time you will do your homework on who you doing pranks on, because he gonna run it to the right. He's gonna run it to the right stud, and they might really take him up on this offer. So you better, you better be careful what you do to me, 'cause somebody might do it to you next.
In Sicily, Italy, historians found Mesolithic rock art dating back to 9600 BCE, which depicts phallic male figures in pairs. This is known as the first recorded depiction of homosexual partners or homosexual intercourse. You can remind them that even the cavemen were in fact gay.
And the cavemen were in fact gay. And it started with the men first. Now, isn't that strange that a lot of y'all continuously say that is an abomination? That's a new thing. They just said 9,000 BC. You could use. If y'all want to, know more, y'all make sure y'all tap in with Powered by Rainbows. For those who like to be educated on things, it's best to be aware. Let's continue.
They weren't alone though. Just 1600 years later, in 8000 BCE, another ancient civilization of cavemen in Zimbabwe left many depictions of homosexual partners and intercourse in their cave artwork as well. Traveling 620 years later, we travel to ancient Egypt for the year 2380 BCE. In this year, two royal servants began working for the 6th pharaoh of the 5th dynasty. Their names were Khnumhotep and Nyankum. These were not the names they were born with, though. Khnumhotep means Khnum is satisfied, and Nyankum means life belongs to Kenum.
Okay, now see, if y'all want to know more, go do y'all research on this, because I'm going to go do my homework too, but go do y'all research on this. Hearing y'all saying that this shit is new, or, oh, this stuff wasn't allowed, it wasn't really going on. No, this shit been going on way before a lot of us even existed. For those who want to be educated, make sure you go and look this up. This is shout out to Powered by Rainbows. This is the news that I'm getting from them.
Their tomb is lined with artwork depicting their love, including one piece where the two are standing nose to nose, which is the most intimate pose allowed in Egyptian artwork. Another where the two are holding hands, and yet another where they are surrounded by their children. And yes, you heard that right. This gay couple had children. Their relationship is widely known as the first same-sex couple. We mentioned a moment ago some caveman drawings, but this is the first recorded case where we know their exact names and most everything about their relationship. And while their joint tomb tells us that they were widely accepted as a gay couple in the Egyptian times, like many other rich tombs filled with expensive possessions, their tomb was also ransacked by others after they both died.
So now, I'm going to speed it up a little bit so you could get a little familiarized with some of the history. Because again, a lot of y'all think that the history don't mean shit. It actually do.
For as much as the police were being paid by the mafia under the table, they still raided these businesses regularly. This all led up to another major event in our history. That's why we now travel to New York City in the United States for the year 1969, specifically on June 28th, at a place called the Stonewall Inn. The police kept raiding the bar and arresting LGBTQ people in record numbers, just for being gay or transgender.
Yep, they
Luckily,
sure was.
LGBTQ people eventually got fed up with this persecution and stood up at Stonewall. They fought back against the raid and refused to be arrested. For the record, every major event and every freedom the LGBTQ people have nowadays around the world can be traced back to this event at Stonewall in 1969. That night, quite literally, changed the course of history forever, and is the single most important date in history for our community. But the Stonewall riot was only covered by one newspaper. Just imagine for a moment having the most important date in history for millions of people worldwide and being the only reporter there to cover it. 1 year later, the Stonewall riots were commemorated by the Christopher Street Liberation Day on the street outside of Stonewall. This event became annual and inspired a movement of pride events around the world every summer to celebrate who we are and who we love. Almost 10 years later, in 1978 CE, a man named Gilbert Baker from Kansas, United States, created the original rainbow LGBTQ pride flag.
And look at the acceptance graph. Y'all notice how it's green? It was green all those years before, and then it started to decline as he's speaking on 1978. It was unacceptable. It started to become unacceptable. Y'all better pay attention.
The original flag had 8 colors, later changing to 6 after a shortage of materials. This flag later became synonymous with our community and our pride. It is the most recognized symbol of our community and provides a message of spreading love and acceptance for all. An interesting factoid here, the remnants of the original flag Gilbert Baker designed was just found a couple weeks ago. Just 3 years later, we traveled to San Francisco, California, in the United States. This is where we meet Ken Hom, who is the first person in the world to be diagnosed with AIDS. This epidemic has become the worst killer of LGBTQ people over the past few generations, mostly because it was first called the gay disease, and officials thought being gay was wrong, so they didn't care about our lives to
And you know what's so crazy? What's so crazy about that is nowadays, when a person catches AIDS or HIV, none of y'all speak on it like y'all did years ago. Y'all don't say that the man was out here, you know, being gay, and that's how he caught it. Instead, he was down low and he caught it. If a woman catches it, instead of the fact that she was out here pushing needles or whatever, y'all claim, oh, she was out here being undercover, a down low woman, having sex with men, unprotected. So that's how she got it. Like, that's crazy. Nowadays, it's not even like that. It's more of a more guys are getting it because they are in whole marriages and then they go creep with whomever, unprotected, and it may be a woman, it may be a man. Then that woman or that man goes and sleeps with somebody else unprotected, and then it keeps going and keeps going. Rather they with the same sex or not, it just keeps going and keeps going. Like, this is news you can use. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. For more content like this, hit that notification bell. Now let's get back to it.
A year later, on September 4th, 2012, the U.S. Democratic Committee became the first national political party to publicly support LGBTQ rights. Though some LGBTQ people are now Republican and support candidates who discriminate against our community, this event in 2012 was the reason why so many LGBTQ people are now Democrats. A year later, in 2013, the United Kingdom follows in the Netherlands' footsteps and legalizes same-sex marriage as well. 2 years after it, on June 26, 2015, the United States finally realizes that its promise of freedom for all also applies to its gay population, and finally legalizes same-sex marriage too. As of 2020, with Costa Rica becoming the latest, same-sex marriage is now legal in 29 countries worldwide. I
want y'all to look at that graph, and y'all can notice and see that green, the green is, again, this is way before our time. And when you see the red, that is the decline. That is when the shit started to become unacceptable. You see how it's growing, how it's changing? It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
95 countries on Earth. But I guess we should just be thankful that 14.8% of countries legally recognize us as human beings. So after working tirelessly for years trying to gain back the freedoms and rights we had centuries ago, where gay cavemen roamed the earth, gay pirates roamed the seas, and gay pharaohs were buried with their children in their tombs, I guess we should just be happy that we're here now with the very limited freedoms and rights we have in every country on Earth nowadays.
He got a point. And instead of y'all going back and forth with this pronoun stuff, which is silly as hell, we got to be thankful that we are accepted now. At least we got a little notch of it. But we need to be thankful, and a lot of y'all are not. A lot of y'all still trying to fight against the system and all that other shit. Let's cut the shit. Let's cut it. Make sure you go stream Lavelle 1800. Those who want to learn more education on the LGBT and not be ignorant, and let's educate ourselves about this. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can get more of the news you can use from It's Pimpin' Time. And like I said, ain't no simping over here. It's pimping over here. And I'm out.
Y'all know what it is. It's Lavelle, the female pipe popper.